several reported cases of death following a cleanse.
What about pooping?
That may happen.
What?
Last time I did it, I was puking and shitting at the same time.
Is there something you've been trying to change about yourself for years? For some of us, it's overcoming crippling social anxiety. For others, it's a serious health issue that they cannot find the answer to. And even though you've consumed countless books, podcasts, videos, seminars, tactics, strategies, and methods to fix it, you're still doing it. Hey, I'm Leon. Over the past few years, I've achieved every goal I've set for myself. Building a business, moving to Australia, selling my business, traveling Europe, getting a US visa, starting a new business in the US. Yet, something was always missing. I was quite miserable. There was always this underlying feeling that I have to achieve the next thing first in order to finally enjoy my life and be fulfilled. And even though I had everything I dreamed of, I was restless, anxious, and stressed. I wanted to achieve more, to live without regrets, but when I look back at those years, I regret them. I wouldn't want to relive any of it. I realized that if I keep living like this, will I just regret all of it? Then what's the point of doing anything? Then what's the point of living? I've spent close to $50,000 on self-help seminars, coachings, and programs, and I had already been practicing the tried and proven methods for years. Meditation, visualization, incantation, exercising, gratitude journals, and a bunch of other weird stuff. But no matter what I tried, I would always get sucked back into the devil's cycle of negativity, beating myself up, and not doing enough.
You will never be enough.
But what if all these things were just like a band-aid for a broken leg? So this year I decided to try a few things that I had never tried before. Things that might help me get to the root of the problem. Things that are, well, I can't do this, man. Let's just say out of the ordinary. And in this journey, I learned something I wish I would have learned years ago. To start off, I wanted to do something extreme that defeats stress and anxiety like nothing else. Okay, maybe not that extreme. So we bought a freezer, filled it with water, and cooled it down to a freezing temperature. And there we had our own ice bath. Proven to not just be excellent for recovery, but also to reset your nervous system, whatever that means, and drastically lower stress, anxiety, and depression. My buddy Aaron had already been taking ice baths daily, and it's been working really well for him.
We'll put over some epic music that'll make you look like a hero going in here.
Go dummy, go beast, oh no. I go beast, go deep, I OD, oh no.
He didn't actually fart, I just added that. I wanted to commit to 14 days, taking 2 ice baths a day, first thing in the morning and 1 in the evening for 2 minutes each. To fully commit, I told my buddy Aaron that if I'm not in the ice bath within 5 minutes of waking up, I give him $1,000. I know that tomorrow, it'll be easy. I will jump out of bed in no time. I will feel empowered and fresh and excited to jump into that cold plunge. It'll be a piece of cake.
Look at you sitting there. You got 2 minutes, bro. Jeez. Quick! What's the time?
So yeah, I shouldn't really worry.
How much longer?
It's easy.
12 seconds later.
How much longer? 45 seconds. I need to bring a towel.
Easy, easy.
I don't know if I made it in time, man.
So we agreed to extend the time I have to get into the ice baths to 15 minutes, and I got sick for 2 days immediately after, so I decided to work my way up, starting with just 1 60-second ice bath a day, while also increasing the duration.
This is extra cold.
One thing is for sure, you take an ice bath, you're pretty much guaranteed to feel great. But is this really a long-term solution? I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to know what is causing the stress in the first place. Oftentimes, it's something in our past. Certain beliefs that we formed about ourselves and the world that might have served us then to cope as a child, but are limiting us today as an adult. And to uncover these things, I wanted to use a proven tool that has already helped me immensely in achieving goals in business. Journaling. But not just for a couple of hours. I wanted no distractions, be somewhere in nature, and reflect for an entire weekend on my past. So me and Aaron decided to take a trip into the wilderness and go separate ways to spend 48 hours in complete isolation, with nothing but a tent, food, and our journals.
Hey man, I was thinking maybe we should just get the world's best pencil. It says sketch, it's kind of stupid.
It's kind of sketchy. We are currently discussing journaling techniques that we can go through, and Aaron suggested something really good.
Make a list of all your emotional events, whether it's like big traumas, little trauma. You start at the beginning, kind of step into it a little bit so you can kind of relive it, and then step out of it. From there, what you want to do is you want to figure out, okay, what do I need to learn from this or from this? So you're changing the meaning until you come to a place where there's some inner peace.
We'll see if we're not messed up anymore and we finally fix our issues, because we are deeply broken. We're going to face our demons. That's really what it is. And if we find out that we couldn't solve our issues, then that means we're fundamentally broken.
Damn. You have so much.
We're not just carrying the equipment, we're carrying a completely different type of baggage as well.
We went the wrong way?
Because we went the wrong way, like...
We have to go back all the way again.
Yeah, sorry.
That's the right one now. Man, we've been walking for... how long?
Only a couple hours.
We kept going, there was a swamp, so many mosquitoes, we had to go back again. So I'm just gonna keep going that way now and just hopefully find a spot somewhere. I guess I'll see you again in 2 days. Alright, looks like I found my spot. I'm so exhausted, I'm sweating everywhere, I'm very, very dirty. Set up my tent, set up everything, and then start journaling. Alright, 48 hours, isolation, and journaling. Let's do this. Let's see what I think I might be able to dig up. There's definitely a lot around family stuff.
About a year ago, something happened. I basically had an anxiety attack. Socially, that messed me up. Like, I've been just dealing with a ton of social anxiety.
I was pretty messed up back then in terms of feeling like an outsider, being very pessimistic, and also kind of like hating people and hating myself.
I feel like, you know, those people that like, they get paralyzed and they have to learn how to walk all over again.
I think there's a lot of unresolved anger within me. Yeah, and I guess that's why I always feel like I need to do something. I always need to do more because I feel like there's something I need to overcompensate for, maybe.
Up to this point, I've spent about $30,000 in different coaches, psychologists, therapists, different trainings and stuff just to get over this. Like, yeah, psychologists, EMDR therapy, just different like identity work. I did some ayahuasca, talked to some shamans, done some combo. We go through life and the teacher yells at us or something. We raise our hand, we answer the question, but we're wrong. And all the kids laugh at us, right? And then all of a sudden that creates this story of like, oh, hey, I'm not smart, or the kids don't like me, or whatever. We hit 7 and like, you know, maybe this girl rejects us or something. And then we hit like 10 and maybe we get bullied or whatever. And so we have all these different events that we don't know how to process as we're going through life. But they leave imprints in our like unconscious.
Just looking through the events in my life that came up, there's a pattern there. I've really gotten much deeper into some of the issues that I've been facing. Yeah, just looking at it from a third person perspective again and looking at what are my assumptions, what meaning did I attach to it. I have such a clear picture now of what has been happening all these years, and I wish I would have taken the time to look into this deeper earlier, because it would have saved me so much frustration. It's so interesting what you come up with and then how you feel about it. This ended up being one of the most eye-opening weekends of my life, but it definitely would have been much better if there wouldn't have been so many.
Nice snake right there. But based on the fact that it's not running away, I'm gonna say it's poisonous.
I can't do this, man. Mosquitoes. I've been stung I don't know how many times. And camping by ourselves at night added to the experience of facing our demons. After all, this forest inhabits venomous snakes, alligators, coyotes, and feral hogs. Okay, the sun has set and I'm all by myself with snakes, hogs, coyotes. Either way, I've got my knife, ready to defend myself. And again, I've heard something in the woods. Oh shit. Something cracked right next to it. It might rain tonight, so I have to get out anyways and put up the covers. and after 48 hours of isolation, we returned home.
And there he is. Are you still messed up or are you fixed now?
Hopefully as more mature versions of ourselves.
Dude, I want to shower so bad.
Yeah, I want you to shower so bad.
You probably had a similar thought, which is, why didn't I do that earlier?
You mean this?
Why didn't I do this work earlier? Dude. Why? I could have saved myself so much pain.
I've never learned so much about myself in such a short period of time, and going into detail would be too much for this video. But while shining a light on these issues you're facing to understand where they come from is a huge step, is that enough to actually resolve these issues? Just because the analytical mind finally understands what's going on in the subconscious mind, that doesn't mean the subconscious mind understands it too. It's still running the show. It's said that our subconscious controls 95% of everything we do, so why not go straight to the root?
Alright, so I just had a chat with the hypnosis and NLP coach. Basically, she's going to get me into a hypnotic state where I can access my subconscious, find the program that is simply not working, that is misguiding me, that is holding me back, and then reprogramming that.
After filling out a survey, we had a look at my current stress levels.
Emotional stress is the one that you actually go into the high category. Your well-being score is a little low.
I told her about the things I had discovered through journaling and looking into my past.
That is a subconscious program that's running in the background. And so as hard as you can try, that is going to influence and color your efforts.
And with that, we went into the hypnosis.
Just go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths in. Good, and if you were to know, how old were you? Ask your unconscious mind what it can learn from this event.
I was in that meditative hypnotic state for 55 minutes, and it really felt like 20 minutes. And in the process, she was guiding me through the so-called timeline therapy, basically going back to the earliest memory where that belief came from that ended up creating so much stress for myself, and taking out all the learnings as well as giving reassurance to that inner child that needed exactly that.
Gratitude is one of those elevated emotions that helps us actually build the capacity in our battery. And so when we feel gratitude, we know that from research that changes our physiological state.
Like, I know about it, okay? But I just haven't been practicing it consistently because I always thought, you know what, I'll just achieve things first and then after that I'll figure out the whole happiness thing.
But for some reason, it was hard to get to a state of feeling grateful. Instead, I would start feeling anxious, restless, short of breath while I did practice it. My restless nature might be no surprise considering what we found when I got my brain scanned by my buddy Chris.
Whoa!
That's intense. This is a Tony Robbins Gary Vee brain.
Oh no.
But maybe I was doing it wrong, or was something else getting in the way?
The way emotions work is emotions are stored in your body.
So what if I might have resolved a trauma consciously and even subconsciously, but my body still had the emotions stored in it and continued to run the old pattern? And how would I go about releasing emotions that are trapped inside the body?
And when I met you, he was having these wounds around his ears. They take poison from a frog.
But I would never be that stupid, right? Introducing Kambo. Kambo is a South American ritual also referred to as the warrior's initiation that uses the poison of the giant monkey frog from the Amazon.
They burn you and then they put the venom on the burn so it enters your system.
And for 30 minutes, your body goes and you feel like you're dying. While none of it has been scientifically proven, people who have used it swear by it, because it's said to purify the body and help with numerous conditions like depression, anxiety, or stress by releasing bad energies and trapped emotions from the body. At the very least, I would probably strengthen my immune system, so I thought, why not? Aaron has done it multiple times. What could possibly go wrong?
What should I expect?
Kambo is a poison. For this reason, it could cause vomiting, sweating, and a rapid heart rate. I know there have been several reported cases of death following a cleanse.
With Kambo, it's just a series of uncomfortable events. The first uncomfortable event is the burning. And she's also going to offer you some sananga. It's another indigenous medicine that they put in your eye, and it feels like you just got pepper sprayed.
Okay, I just did the huge mistake of actually asking Dr. Google. Oh man, no.
Combo number 3 is the water portion. You have to drink, I think it's an entire gallon of water.
I have to drink 3.7 liters in 15 minutes.
Because you're gonna be puking, it's a purging medicine.
What about pooping?
That may happen to me.
What? That may happen. I might shit myself.
Last time I did it, I was puking and shitting at the same time. And then the fourth uncomfortable event is the combo.
Luckily, the first dose you get is a smaller one of just 3 dots.
I mean, you're only doing 3 dots, so like, then again, I did see a woman faint off 3 dots.
Aaron, can't you tell me this after the session? A case study from 2017 describes a 42-year-old woman who died after taking part in a cleanse. Why did I look this up? This is so dumb. I always make the same mistake. I just can't resist. You know, I was kind of optimistic before. I was like, you know, Aaron has done it. But now I feel a little bit terrified. You know, I like being aware of potential symptoms, and one symptom or potential risk I don't like is death. That's one of the symptoms that I try to stay away from because I heard it's unhealthy. It's too late now. I'm doing this. I'm committed.
Kambo is legal and we have done it with a certified practitioner.
Make sure you do not do anything in this video without an expert, or just don't do it. Just do not do any of it. The ceremony starts soon. I've just gotten a message from her. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon of healing. I can't wait to see you soon. Frog smiley. Alright. Alright, we made it to the place. We got the buckets for purging, a gallon of water.
And with that, the ceremony started.
Calling in the highest vibrational frequencies of love and light and pure source consciousness. Alright, so we will go ahead and do Sanenga eye drops.
Oh no, it's starting.
And go ahead and open your eyes. Open up your heart. Open up to your feelings.
And then it was time for the combo.
Yeah, it felt almost good in the beginning because I felt the pulse rising. Well, that's what it felt like, that I could just feel my heartbeat throughout my whole body. And then later on it definitely got more challenging.
So that was combo. Yeah, I feel pretty exhausted, feel pretty drained, calm as well. I'm gonna take it easy for the rest of the day. Alright, it's been a few days. Yesterday was one of the shittiest days I've had in a long time. Again, felt like I should be further ahead right now. I should be doing it again, putting too much pressure on myself. Maybe this is just, I'm just doomed to be wired that way.
But then I remembered where I was 4 years ago. Sleeping 4 to 5 hours a night because I was struggling with insomnia and I would wake up with a racing heart in the mornings. My doctor telling me that I had developed light asthma because of stress. Really bitter towards the world and humanity as a whole and myself.
Looking back, I was so much worse at this in the past. And it's been taking me years to improve a little bit where I actually notice it after I actually look for it.
I've tried all these things over the past few years and I've worked so hard on myself and it all has helped in some way. I can safely say I'm the happiest I've ever been and it really keeps moving up. Whenever you fall back into one of your old patterns, whatever it may be for you, then it can often feel like you're not moving forward and you're stuck. But when you zoom out, you may find that you've actually come a long way.
And maybe there isn't a big fix that once you do that, it's fixed. But maybe it's literally just a long-term journey that is supposed to be like that. So I'm keeping a gratitude journal again, which I stopped doing at some point back in the day. I don't know why. A way more positive attitude, just random moments of joy. way more energy when it comes to working. I don't get drained as quickly. I sleep much better. And it's not this one quick fix where you do it once and you're a complete 180, but it's just this thing that really helps. And if you just keep doing it, it gets easier. Maybe that's the purpose of life, just overcome challenges, and that's one of them. And it's a lifelong commitment to focus on what's beautiful in your life, to focus on what you can be thankful for.